I'm sitting with Mr. Gus Johnson, lead voice for Fox College Football, Fox Sports. Gus, we're so happy to have you join us here for the golf outing for Champions Circle, Sharon Moore golf outing. And, the first thing I want to talk to you about is you've obviously been around a lot of Michigan football. You've called your share of Michigan football games. So I'd love to hear from you, what some of your greatest memories are or what your finest moments at Michigan games that you've called that really stick with you, that resonate with you.
Well, my Michigan stories go back, Dougie, a lot further than just the games that I've called. I mean, I've been a Michigan football fan since I was 5 years old. My mom, my dad, and mommy would make Campbell's soup and grilled cheese sandwiches, and I would play my Little League game, and then we would all sit down in the living room, the three of us, because we were only three, and we would watch Michigan football every Saturday. That is how I grew up, and those were some of the most fondest memories of my life. My favorite Michigan football player when I was a kid was number 7, Rick Leach. He was the sweetest, coolest. He was almost like Snake Plissken from Escaping from New York. He would drop back. That number 7 would be glistening.
The guts and glue of the maize and blue.
The guts and glue of the maize and blue. And then Anthony Carter and Butch Woolfolk. I met Ron Simpkins when I was a kid at the Boys Club on Livernois, Michigan. My Boys Club was the Howard B. Bloomer building. Ron Simpkins came to visit us, and he gave me, my friend Tudo, and my friend Greg a quarter, and he put the quarter out in his hand like that. And I swear, and he held his hand out for us to grab the quarter, and the quarter looked like a penny when I was a kid, So all those kind of moments were just amazing, watching the great rivalries. And Bo Schembechler, he was an inspiration to me. As a young man, as a kid, I wanted to play for Bo. And I did meet Bo one time. I met him as a pro broadcaster. I met him in the airport, and he was carrying his own bags, and he was older at this time. And I walked up to him and I said, "Coach, my name is Gus Johnson, and I'm a sportscaster, and I'm from Michigan." And he said, and it can make me cry just thinking about it. He said something to me that made me maybe one of the most proudest people on planet Earth. He said, "Young man, we know who you are, and we are very proud of you in the state of Michigan."
That's great.
He said that to me.
That's great.
That was my coach. So,
and he wasn't the kind of guy that would just say that.
Right.
He meant it if he said it.
That's right. Right. So Michigan goes back a long way for me, as a broadcaster. Now I feel like after the first couple of years of the tough times against Ohio State, Michigan, not being able to beat the Buckeyes, great program, great people in Columbus, great university, of course. But now it feels like there's a renaissance. This is a golden age, 4 straight wins. I've seen guys like Bo make big time plays. I was part of that. I had a chance to watch J.J. McCarthy, a kid that they said couldn't throw the deep ball. All of a sudden, he's throwing it down there, and he's a bad dude. And then Donovan Edwards, the Don breaking those big plays against Ohio State and in playoff games and championship games. I mean, it's just been a wonderful ride having an opportunity to get to know Coach Harbaugh and now Coach Moore. It's just, I have to be unbiased because that's my job. But underneath it all, man, it's a wonderful thing to watch the team that you grew up not only rooting for as a baby, but the team you grew up rooting for as a baby. Now I'm a part of their history, their legacy. Those games that I've called will live forever. And a bunch of Ohio State games, 4 straight wins against Ohio State. So for me, that stuff is really, really dope.
Yeah. No, that's really cool. And what I'd like to ask you about, to transition into the topic of what we do as Football Alumni of Michigan. I know we were just talking about it a little bit, and I want to get your perspective because with Football Alumni of Michigan, we've established an organization that helps our former guys, our former teammates. And, when you go through a program like Michigan or any big-time Division I college football program, it's kind of a roller coaster. You know, the spotlight is on you and it's very tough and you go through a lot of physical punishment. And then when it all ends, not everybody comes out of it in one piece. And some guys need help. And so we've put together an organization that helps our former guys, and we get to come back and mentor and support the current players. And I'd like to, you know, your travels around the country and the games that you've broadcast and the programs you've gotten to be around and know, from your perspective, something like what we're doing, how much is it needed out there? Have you seen anything kind of like what we're doing, and where do you see it fitting in the new landscape of how college football is going?
Well, what did Bo say? It's all about team, team, team.
Yeah.
We're going to believe in each other, he said. We're not going to criticize each other.
You got it.
We're not going to talk about each other. We're going to encourage each other. It's all about the team. And that's what your alumni association is doing, realizing that the team doesn't end after your 4 or 5 years at Michigan.
Right.
The team is forever.
Right.
You'll always be on this team. You'll always be looked out for. We're always going to try to put programs in place to make sure that players have opportunities to continue to succeed and understand that they have the support and the love of the University of Michigan and the University of Michigan alums on a football team.
Yeah.
But a team of life.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So kids come over from all different parts of life, you know, from different ethnicities, races, religions, beliefs. But when you put one and you insert them into the many in time with commitment and discipline and faith, the many transforms into an amalgamation of all.
Yeah.
Blending a universal spirit connected to one consciousness. We work as one, we play as one, we serve as one, we believe as one, we fight as one. That's Michigan.
Yeah.
And they do all that. You guys do all that, not only on the football field, but in the classroom in terms of your contributions to the world.
Yeah.
So I think that what the alums are doing, looking out for the players and putting programs in place for the players and letting them know that they still have that support. And what is support? Support is love.
Yeah.
You're still loved.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that's a really important thing. Excuse me for getting on my soapbox and,
No, hey.
you know, doing my best. Bo Schembechler.
That's the soapbox we wanted you to get on. And we appreciate you for saying all that, because I know you get it, and I know you've been around it enough. And I would, you know, you may need to be diplomatic in how you answer it, but I'd be surprised if you kind of see that same kind of connection amongst all the other alumni groups or fan bases, or just when you see Michigan, I think it says something a little bit different. You know, you can go as far with that as you want.
Okay. I mean, I don't even think that's a hot seat question or a trick question. I just think that it's Michigan.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
That's okay.
You know, it's like, it's like everybody knows that Michigan is different. Organizationally.
Yeah.
You guys know how to set stuff up.
Yep. Yep.
You know, and there's such a rich and deep tradition, but more importantly, a passion. And I'm going to keep going back to the same word, love.
Yeah.
You know, loving your fellow man, loving your teammates.
Yep.
That's what Michigan is about. And, you know, you see different variations of alums at different universities contributing.
Right.
But at the same time, I think this is a different breed.
Yep.
Leaders of the West.
You got
Ain't
it.
that in the song?
Leaders and best, champions of the West.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Well, hey, Gus, we really appreciate you taking the time to sit down and attend this event and give us your thoughts on Michigan and what we're doing. And we appreciate your support.
Thank you so much for having me, Doug.
Thanks,
you guys keep it up, man. It's important.
Yeah.
It's really important to continue for these kids who turn into men to have that support from the alums.
You got it. Thank you, sir.
You got it.